On May 26, the Albany Unified School District Board of Education voted to lay off the entire staff of the Albany Children's Center, including the staff providing preschool and after-school care. Dr. Frank Wells, the AUSD superintendent, said, "The preschool is not part of our mission. We cannot afford the preschool. After-school care can be done by a private organization instead, specifically the YMCA." Why is Albany preschool so important? Because it supports educational equity in Albany. Preschool supports children to enter school with the skills that they need to succeed. ACC provides a preschool experience for 72 children, 55 of whom receive a state subsidy to pay for their education. This allows low-income parents to work or go to school while their children benefit from preschool. Sometimes people think of Albany as a wealthy community, but in fact, 230 students are estimated to need subsidized preschool in Albany, and we're currently only meeting the needs of half of those students. Preschool is especially important for children with special needs. The ACC preschool serves children who have learning disabilities, and it helps to prepare them to succeed in kindergarten and beyond. These services are required by federal law. Without ACC, Albany will have to pay outside providers, possibly at a much higher cost. Why should after-school care in Albany continue to be public? The ACC after-school programs are on site at all 3 elementary schools. More importantly, ACC meets stringent state standards with low class sizes, individual assessment, and curriculum that's integrated into the K-5 program. Meeting these tough standards allows ACC to access state subsidies and help over 125 low-income families with after-school care. YMCA programs in Albany do not meet these standards. The Y could take over ACC classrooms, but the quality would not be the same, the state funds would be lost, and low-income children would lose out. ACC employees are highly skilled, union workers with a long-term commitment. ACC's program pays for itself. ACC brings in $2.6 million a year from federal, state, county, and fee-for-service sources. ACC's been covering its costs, and in fact, at the end of last year, had a $130,000 reserve. This year, the district began draining the ACC's reserve. The reason is the district has asked ACC to provide extra after-school and before-school programs in order to support construction that's going on throughout the district at the elementary schools. Then comes COVID-19. Although all of ACC's sites are closed for safety reasons, the preschool teachers continue to provide remote instruction and complete all student assessments. After-school teachers continue to provide homework help and family support. The state and county has continued to fully pay all of their contracts, so that only fee-for-service revenue was lost. Before the layoffs were approved, ACC was actually making plans to reopen the preschool with small student-teacher bubbles, perhaps serving as many as 48 of the 55 subsidized preschool families. Even with COVID, it is possible that ACC could be financially self-sufficient again. We should definitely try before giving up a 76-year-old community asset. ACC serves frontline workers. Parent Lalit Khanna says, "It may be that my wife, who is a frontline worker as a nurse's aide caring for senior citizens, may have to quit at a time when these workers are in short supply. Even if distance learning continues, the district should be looking urgently for ways to help frontline parents with respite care." How might state budget cuts affect the ACC? Although the governor has asked the schools to prepare for a 10% cut, our state and county agencies have confirmed that for the time being, they will fully fund Albany's subsidy contracts. The state Senate budget plan does not cut early childhood education. ACC, with its diverse sources of funding, may be in a better position than the rest of the district when it comes to finding new revenue. We have survived state cuts before. We can do it again for the kids. So what should happen now? The district should analyze all the numbers and share all the information with the public. The superintendent should talk to Albany staff and consult state and county experts, not go it alone as he did on May 26th. Board members should affirm their commitment to maintaining our public preschool and a public after-school program, as long as there remains any possibility that funding can be found. What's happening instead? The program director and program staff were laid off without even being consulted on possible plans. Contradictory numbers were calculated on the fly in a hastily planned board meeting on May 26th. What can you do about it? Join Save ACC in Albany by emailing saveaccinalbany@gmail.com so that we can keep you up to date and let you know about future actions. Email the AUSD superintendent and school board members before their June 9th meeting at publiccomment@ausdk12.org. Our message: make a real plan that aims to retain our public preschool and public after-school program for the long term. Consult the experts both in Albany and at the state and county level. Prioritize our youngest and most vulnerable people. You can help us use social media to get their attention. Take a picture of your family holding a supportive sign and pass it on with the hashtag SaveACC. Thank you.